Hi, Carol here, and welcome back for part 3. We are going to finish up this image and move on into the other image with the smooth surface to show you the different look. So here we have, I finished the pink dress. I added some white enamel accents to the shoes, to the rubber boots, and the little wee dot coming out here. We're going to stipple some ink on the background. I chose my favorite things, and they're hybrid inks. We're going to use sour apple, raspberry, snow cone, and lemon drop, and a stippling brush for that. And on the bottom for friend, we are going to stipple some greens, which I did not get out. Let me just grab some here. We could do the Lux, Memento Lux, and I'll mix them up with the first, let's see, greens I can find. Let's do some Avriel pigment ink with that. Okay, so I'll set these aside here, and we're going to do the background with the Tim Holtz stencil. There we are. Just don't want everything to fall. Now I wanted to show you something that is really unique with this. If you take this image, which I'm almost finished, and you put this up against the yellow background, isn't that awesome how that pops out like that? I just wanted to show you the different colors on the difference of background can make. Take away the yellow and look at the richness that this, what color is this one? It's like a raspberry. It's a rose tone to match her dress, or you take the watering can, or you make it really rich and just add the black. There's so many different ways to go about it. I wanted to show you a close-up of her red hair, and I think with the accents, the enamel accents on the rubber boots and the little drop looks cute. And then I'll show you what we're going to do to round it up. It's all going to go on a black cardstock, but I'm going to use every one of these papers to make a nice vintage card. I skipped the burgundy one. Then I'm going to color the face and just the hair in a traditional form on the flat surface to show you the Spectrum Noir. So we'll finish this quickly. Won't take us long. It's always worse on the first video. Excuse me, don't you find, like, to find your place with coloring? Excuse me, sorry. It's the end of the day and just before I'm going to make dinner. So I thought I would try and I've got the second one uploading, and we will see how this turns out. It looks a tad, my camera's not picking up on it as it should, I don't think. Let's see if I move down like that. Okay, I'll leave it like that. I like the way everything has turned out in the coloring. Oh, I added some enamel on the socks as well. So I have my mask ready, my stippling brush, and let's finish up really quickly. I think it's going to look really scrumptious when we're done. So I am going to quickly work on the lightest with the Inktense on the leaves. Now what I did quickly is I have a bad habit of doing this, actually, of drawing my own things on here. But I wanted you to see this, I added an extra leaf coming in like this. I love to make little twirlies here in my work. If I see something that looks like it needs to have just a little bit, this one is a bit dry, a little bit of marker to it, I just add it. So let's see, there's nothing else I really need to add. Oh, I was going to come out and add some black around this heart so it stood out like that. I wanted that. And then if you use, you know, the rubber boots could use like a little bit of outlining on the bottom, and that's why you have your pigment liners. Don't be afraid to use them. I added some extra, oh, I gotta watch what I do here on my card. I added some extra bumps here, like this, going across. You can add just a little sprig. You know, there's so many things you can do with the pigment liner, so I encourage you to use them if you have them. There we are. So now we're going to use the cadmium yellow on my, we're just at the bottom, and we're going to hurry. On the tulip, I am going to use some mauve. This is the red violet. Nothing, I'm not going to, this is the field green. I'm not going to go crazy on this so that we can finish. If you're going to use dark, I like to do the bottom. There we go. And then I will add some in the way this is going so that my dark, there. Let's take our paintbrush, add some water, nice clean water. Always change your water, it makes a difference. And let's see how this turns out here. That's a bright green. It's okay, I can work with that. That's why I like to add the pigment marker, the pigment markers. I'm going to add more yellow just to the middle because my light source is in the middle. There we go. And then I am going to come across here. Very easy peasy. Spread it across. This is why I love watercolors. I could watercolor all day. Forget my housework, just sit and watercolor. Can you imagine being a full-time artist? I'm going above here. I'll show you why in a second. There we are. Then I'm going to grab the green, ground her feet, that's important. I want to grab some brown here. Okay, and I'm going to grab it in the bottom as well, because it's not just green, right? You have to have some dirt. There we go. There. And let's get some of this up here. Let's grab our brush, and we're almost finished. We'll dry this. We'll stipple it. Isn't that pretty? Watercoloring is one of the most relaxing, therapeutic things you can do for yourself. Did you see what I just did there? Let's grab some water, turn it around. That's good. Let me show you that. And let's work it out with water. I'm just grabbing lots of water. There we are. This is why it's good to do a background. All gone. There we go. And that was quite a big glob right there. Okay, no worries. Never worry, because we are in control of what we're doing here. Right? This is the brown. I added to the top, and I'm going to show you the difference that deep brown, it's almost a black. You want to have it on the tops, like so. Awesome. Do you get sick of hearing me say awesome? I say it all the time. Just think it is awesome to have the ability and the resources to do something this beautiful. Thanks to Janet. I'm just moving it across. Okay. So there you go, we can dry that up. I'm not touching anything else because it is just nice the way it is. I'm going to blow that dry. See how that deep brown on the surface just added. It's different colors because it is different colors. Everything in the earth is different. It's just not one green. So that works out well. So let's get our inks and a sorry, I should have this. I'll dry this just a little bit though. Let me start it. Before we start to do the other one. Sorry for the noise here. Let's grab a, I hope you can see this. I'll take two different greens. The sponge daubers, and let's work our way down. Let's start with the Avery L here. We're working down the friend. Okay, don't be afraid to do this. Okay, here's what we're doing. I'll start right here, and I want the earth to come right down. It's almost like a, I'm going to need something darker as well. Just a second. That is really light. So that's Avery L, pigment ink in the celery. But I am going to grab a Stampin' Up! Always Artichoke. Whoa, good catch. Okay, so this is nice and deep. I'll just add some to the corner because it needs to come along. Push it down. Much better. There we are. I like that. And then you're going to want to do, I was using this is close to cocoa. I don't know how old the Stampin' Up! Set is. I have all the colors in this pad. Isn't that awesome? To have this older set. Okay, and you want to add just a little bit of to give a hint that it's falling down, right? Because you know I'm not into one color. You can move it up there. Awesome. I was getting these out and putting them all in order like my other stamps when I saw, wow, these are pretty old. And this is my favorite things. We're jumping back to the green. Just slightly. Like so. There we are. And then we're going to be finished. My friends, we're going to close it with some yellow. And this is my favorite things. Go right up into where you started, like, so there's no lines. There we go. Isn't that awesome? That's it. I'm going to end it because it's going to go on black. I will add some Stampin' Up! Close to Cocoa. Isn't it something how they're connected? I just love it. Okay, let's go back to the brown, the earth tone, and we'll bring this right in. Just lightly. I don't want it to, it's going on black. So I want to keep there. That's it. there we go. So that's finished. So we can take all of these to the side. And let's stipple the background, and we are finished this card. Awesome. And then we'll start coloring. Can I show you a close-up of how that totally goes down into friend? There you have her. So let's get our stippling brush right here, hard bristles, and let's put our mask on. And here's where I take it off. This is with the Avery L. Took me forever to clean this up after 2 videos, so I just cringe to make a mess. So I want to show you, I did not cut out inside here. It's not necessary to get really fussy. All you need to do is just lightly cover it to put a background. See how the hair is not covered? And all of my marks. Look how far I went out. That's good to see. There we go. See how far the hair went out? That I did, but that's okay, because let's just grab some of our tape here. And we will stipple this, and this will be a short, whoa, what happened there? This will be a short video. So I'm going to tear, just want to cover a bit of the hair. I don't want it to be like this. Like so. Don't want my round colors to go in there. So you're just masking. You're in control. No fear. There we go. Coloring is the last thing we need to worry about when we color. You can always fix it up. Everything is fixable, I see. Alright, so then what you're going to do is, this is just another way of doing a background on your image. Pick out the colors you're going to use. I thought the pinks would be really nice, so I'm using my favorite things, and this is raspberry. Take your stippling brush and hold this, and you're going to, this is not a, like, stipple it on there. Then you can look at it. Awesome. And move it over. Stippling a background is awesome. Easy cleanup. There we go. Then I'm going to bring it back, just a tad moving it over, and I'm going to put the greens in there. The celery would be nice. You're going to take your, this is how you just clean your brush. You can put it under water later, but you're always going to have a little bit of do it until you see how you like it. Love it. There we are. I'm offsetting it. I want to have some of it down in the greens here, but on a slant. Hope you see this. I'm sorry. That's probably totally out of. You can darken it up with a stippling brush. There we are. Let's get up in the corner. I want to get some different dots on there. It gives it a light airbrush, like using your Copic airbrush. It's beautiful. Hope you see that. I'll take it out just a bit. We're not doing the face or anything, so I don't have to be that close. Here's all I do is just run it across here. Any inks would be nice. And let's take a little bit right there. Beautiful. That's all I need. Just lightly cover it, and we are finished, my friends. I take off the mask like so, and I will add the card. I'll post a picture of it because I don't want to bore you with seeing how it is put together. Save your mask in here. Now, is that not beautiful? It has a subtle, subtle color in the background with the pinks. It almost looks yellow and green. I absolutely adore it. Can I get a close-up of the hair there so you can see? You have all your center light source in everything, even your face and your clothing, all the center, and your boots is in the center, same as your flower, everything. And then you have this ombre coming down on Friend from the ground. I think it's a pretty sweet card. And to bring this, what color is this one? This is the black. You have to be very careful, but I want a tad bit around this drop. I'm going to leave it with the crayon of the Inktense. I'm not going to do anything. You can hardly, I know it's the little things, but isn't it the little things that make a difference? You know, on our boots and that. So we're finished with this, and I will put it up. Like, even look at on this cardstock. Doesn't that look beautiful? I love coloring. Oh, you need to get excited about coloring. Let's try the black. I'm sorry, but isn't that gorgeous? I think it is sweet, sweet. Not because I did it. It's just gorgeous in itself. The colors did it. My hand was just the tool. The necessary tool. Okay. Let's move this and quickly get into coloring this face for you. So move it up. Now, remembering, I'm going to just put it on the face and the arms like this. So I think what I'm going to do so that I don't keep moving it and getting out of the picture is grab some Post-it and put some right there. There. I'll always be in the frame. I can move my Inktense so I don't grab them by mistake. And we'll just work on the face with our gorgeous, gorgeous Spectrum Noir. Alright, so let's get some flesh colors. Yes, yes. There. I'll start with these. This I know is the same color. So, excuse me, 004, 007, 0015, 085, 019, and 0889. Did I say 89 before? Yes, so I don't, I didn't. It was 089, 086. So there you see the range that I'm going in. And let's start with the, I need a dark tone. Alright, I'm going to do this face different. I'm going to go a tad dark, so I'm going to use the 104, and let's do a dark color around the edges. Start with your base color, just like I said, there's no, you don't know till you put it on the paper. Now this is a smooth paper, right? So let's get down in the hair. Alright, I'm going to take a 007 and I'm going to go right alongside it, and I'll tell you why in a second. Just in case my nail polish gets on there. I'll show you why I'm going right alongside this. There we are. Just coloring, normal coloring. No flicking motion. Just, there we go. I am going to keep the center. The center. I want a nose up there. So draw it in. Just draw the square so you can see you don't want anything there. And you're good. Alright, let's take our stump and our Gamsol. Here it is here. And let's start to work this beautiful color in little circles. I'm blending both colors now, right? Both colors. Just want to see how this is going to look, and I can't tell by, and it'll work down. It'll work itself down. Look how much I have there. I'm going to take the 089 with the Gamsol on there now in a little area just to see how this is going to work. Okay, now the dark. Once you put it over the Gamsol, it's a different story. Oh, I want the stump. There we go. Beautiful. Love that color. Okay, so let's keep going on here. Let me see. Just that little area. Take the dark again. I'm going to move that with a really light hand. Really light. The reason I'm doing this like this is I don't want lines at all. Little circles. There we are. And this is just the way I work. That's all. Nobody else's way. Remembering that where you laid that out, let's grab a kind of a mustard tone, the 089. Because I want you to see, because I don't have much time, I want you to see how, like, the difference of shading and making sure you put the nose in there like that. You don't touch it, leave it white. Come around here like so, and then let the Gamsol do the work for you. And it will. You can lightly go over it so it's not pure white, but leave the nose as well. And you're on watercolor paper, so you can just work that color. And this is an altogether different shade now, right? See how we're getting a different shape? I'm looking for my time. I will go into another video to finish this if you like. I have 22 seconds, so I wanted to show you. Let's grab a little bit of a pink. And because I want to work it into the, I want to show you how to do that with the Gamsol.